Hello, 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 guys. Welcome once again to our live. I apologize for being a bit late. We have some things to uncover in the Spanish live, and then I had a client earlier, so then it kind of got postponed a little bit in the Spanish version. So, how are you doing, Isiam?
I'm doing great, Rafa. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everyone. So, guys, just for you to, as a reminder that we don't know who you are, who is watching us live at the moment. So please leave a comment to say, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. And so then this way we know who you are and we can say hi to you back.
Exactly.
And
And remember that we are streaming live from YouTube, Facebook, and even Facebook.
that's right,
So share with
Facebook,
your friends
YouTube,
and
and
family.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
That's right. So we finished the challenge, the 30 days challenge that we had, and now we're going to be doing once a week. So we're trying today to see how it works. And if not, we'll choose a different a day. So let us know in the comments which day would you prefer us to do a live, what kind of topics that you would like to hear. And today is one of the topics someone in Spanish said, can you guys talk about, how come the children and pets can see beyond their physical eyes, right? So that's why in this fascinating session, we'll delve into the invisible mysteries surrounding the perspective of children and animals in what is the paranormal world. It's kind of a lot of people think that this is kind of spooky, right? But it is their reality. So, have you ever wondered why they seem more attuned, talking about kids and pets, to what is beyond of our understanding? Well, today we're going to explore, Isiam, right? We're going to explore together the intriguing enigma.
Exactly. Remember that both children and animals can be more sensitive to subtle energies surrounding the paranormal. So children lacking basis and preconceived experience can act as open doors to this world.
Yeah, their open minds, Isiam, and curiosity could allow them to perceive dimensions that adults have learned to ignore. Okay, that's why experts suggest that the innocence and lack of fear in children make them more receptive to this paranormal phenomenon.
Exactly. Many believe that children are born with an open third eye that allows them to perceive the paranormal. But however, over time, this gift may cause to social disapproval or even discouragement from adults and even parents.
That's correct. Now, the subtle energy around us can have a greater influence on children and animals due to their sensitivity, while adults, like Isiam says, may block or ignore these energies over time, right? So it's kind of like I see it, but oh, I probably didn't see it. It was probably a reflection or whatever it is, right? Because
Mhm.
what society is going to think about me, right? So children and animals have not developed those barriers here, are allowing them to perceive the invisible more very sharply, right?
Exactly. And feeling these emotions of others through the energy involves turning into the subtle emotional vibrations surrounding people. It's like a form of energy impacting where individuals, especially children and animals, can pick up and respond to the emotions of others without relying only on visible or verbal signals. These energetic conceptions provides them with a deeper perception of paranormal experience and the world around them.
You see, Animals with their acute senses, ECM, can detect presences or paranormal events before us. And this is due to the ability to perceive signals beyond our sensory abilities. So their keen sense of hearing allows them to pick up the frequencies like that we cannot perceive, like us as humans, right? Including sounds
Mhm.
associated with these phenomena as well.
And additionally, their highly developed sense of smell from the dogs or even the cats allows them to detect odors and pheromones linked to the subtle energies present during paranormal events. So this electromagnetic sensitivity of animals can also plays an essential role in this early perception.
Yeah, and I'm gonna share some quite. I just kind of grab some videos here and there
Mhm,
on how parents pick up these phenomena, right? So
mhm.
very much the mother here saying like, oh, so you can actually see them. So the mother realizes that she is seeing something, and in this case, he's not saying, like, oh, are you looking at a fly or anything like that. It's like, what are you looking at, right? The mother is saying here. And she gets all excited. So obviously, it's nothing bad. Otherwise, the kid will sense it. And now the mother is like, oh my God, I am getting scared now, right? So you, what are you trying to grab, right? So are you just teaching us some dancing move? That's what the kid is saying. So just look at the kid; he's actually seeing something, right? And he's kind
Yes.
of following it. And then the mother is like, "Honey, what's the name of what is she seeing?" Right? So she just kind of laughs, and so yeah, it's very interesting. Just keep watching if you want. I'm gonna leave it here for a moment. There's quite a few other things. Meanwhile, we talk about this. So Isiam, you were talking about the senses, right?
Mhm.
So these acute senses, combined with their connection to nature, allow them to perceive subtle changes in the environment, reflected in behaviors such as reactions to presence of invisible entities or sudden alterations in their surroundings.
This energy sensitivity influences the ability of children and animals to perceive the invisible of their environment. So both of them poses an special perceptivity to subtle energies that escape the perception of adults. So this sensitivity translates into a greater ability to detect electromagnetic fields, vibrations, and other forms of energy that are not easy to see, that they are not visible.
Yeah, and then now we're looking at another video. The mother is calling her, and she's like, "What are you seeing?" Right? Like, don't be scared.
Mhm.
Then this one here, Siam, the kid actually says, and she gets excited because she sees an uncle, and then he calls her by the name, and the mother is kind of like, "Oh, are you seeing your uncle?" Right? So it's quite interesting here. So that's very, very cool. So in the case of children, their innate connection to the spiritual and open minds facilitate the perception of invisible dimensions. Now, energy sensitivity in children can manifest in paranormal experiences, such as communication with non-visible, as we can see here, right? Entities or the perception of spiritual presences is here.
And furthermore, the absence of cultural or social filters in childhood allows this sensitivity to be more accurate. As for animals, their ability of sense changes in the environment through the energy of sensitivity, and it allows them to perceive presence or paranormal events before the adults can sense it.
Yeah, just like in the video, right? I don't know
Mhm.
if you can see the cat sees like a way something is coming out of the door and it's kind of blue and then it's
Yeah,
just looking at
blue
it, right?
light. That's
And the
amazing.
person that is filming, and it also says there on the video, like, oh my God, what is this? So you could see it through the actual camera, right? So that's what
Mhm,
Isiam is talking about. It's actually spot on, Isiam, what you were saying. Look how
mhm.
the cat is looking, right? You can sense that part. This connection to the invisible manifests in a typical behavior, unusual reactions, or changes in their behavior when exposed to subtle energies. So, in summary, energy sensitivity in children and animals awakens and sharpens the perception of the invisible, offering a unique window into the paranormal world.
And within the paranormal perspective of children, there are three special categories that stand out. And these are the indigo, the crystal, and even the rainbow children. These children are considered carriers of exceptional physical abilities and play a crucial role in connecting with invisible dimensions.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, Sam, should I just get rid of the video or should we leave it a little bit longer?
Just leave it a little longer, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So once again, it's a cat, right? Sees something that is there and is kind of exploring around. It's quite interesting. It's kind of like if it was a fly or something that is kind of trying to catch or something. It's very, very interesting. I couldn't get the ones with the dogs, and now the one here, you're gonna see how the cat like it got really spooky and it just like jumps out of the way, right? It's kind of
Hmm.
interesting there. So, except you were mentioning about the indigo children.
Right?
In- Indigo children are recognized for their intuitive nature and ability to perceive beyond the obvious, right? So they are believed to have a spiritual purpose and possess an advanced, very psychic abilities from a very age, right?
Exactly. And their name indigo comes from the indigo color associated with the third eye chakra, the center of intuition and spiritual perception. So these children may exhibit increased sensitivity to energies, spirituality, and even empathy. So the connection to the paranormal world often manifests through visions, lucid dreams, and the ability to perceive non visible entities.
That's right. And then you see, society is might sometimes misinterpret their experiences, right? Labeling them as a dreamy or distracted children, right? Which can lead to parents reacting differently out of fear, right? Because like, oh, that doesn't exist, right? No, it's just your imagination, and then that's what we were saying, right? Then you believe that okay, it's my imagination, so then you start blocking all those senses.
Exactly. And the crystal children, they are considered the next generation after indigo children. Crystal children are believed to have highlighted sensitive, more, it's like a bigger sensitive, a bigger empathy, as well as a stronger connection to spirituality and a collective consciousness.
Yeah, it's almost like their perception, they can perceive a bit more, right?
Exactly.
um, Now the rainbow children are the next evolution after a crystal children. They are believed is young to that's just my alarm. They're believed to embody a higher energies and carry the mission of bringing more love, harmony into the world, right? Their name reflects their diversity and wide range of colors, representing different energy frequencies they bring, right? And it's interesting, Isiam, about this because there's a documentary that talk about this where they are asking their parents, they're asking parents like, do you know what crystal children are or rainbow children are and so on, and then they once they a lot of people don't know, but once they tell them what they represent, they start saying, "Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, my kid has said this, or my kid has said that, right?" So now they have
Exactly.
that part of like, "Ooh, now I understand what my
Yeah.
children are behaving this way."
Exactly. And you know what? These children are said to be the new souls, thus having no karma on them. So, and often possess vibrant spirituality, showing a natural connection to the divine and a deep empathy towards others. And their ability to perceive the invisible is manifested through an intuitive understanding of subtle emotions and energy.
Interesting. That's something new, Siam. Thanks for sharing with me. You see, often they can act as catalysts for positive change in their environment. So these indigo, crystal, and rainbow children play an essential role in revealing the invisible and challenging us to expand our understanding of this paranormal world, right? Which
Mhm.
exists. It's just that we cannot see it, right? Sometimes we see it, but we just block it. So their presence of these children reminds us that really goes beyond what we perceive at first glance, and that there are dimensions where these children act as guides and mediators, right?
You know, Rafa, there are many testimonials and stories from parents that highlighted experience where their children have claimed to see their deceased grandparents or families. In these situations, children describe encounters with their grandparents in a surprisingly detailed and precise manner, and often sharing details that they could not have known otherwise.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? For example, a child might mention specific activities they used to do together, right? So in the
Mhm.
case of the little girl that said that's Uncle Billy, right?
Exactly.
So they recall intimate moments or even describe distinctive physical features that match their deceased grandparents. So
Mhm.
these experiences not only puzzle parents but also provide comfort to them by offering the possibility that the connection with the loved ones transcends physical death.
Like you, when you were a kid, you were very young. You were like, I don't know, 2 years old. And our grandfather had passed away, and you continued to see him. And you would always enter his room to chat with him, and you even asked for a glass of water for him. So you bring the water and pretended to give it to him, but to our surprise, the bed was completely dry with no water spill.
Yeah, it's something that I don't remember because I was so young, but our parents really remember this and shared with us, right? And
Mhm.
what a surprise, the bed was dry, right? So it's one of those things. And in some cases, Isiam, children express reassuring messages from their grandparents, like I was able to see my grandpa, right? Conveying words of love, guidance, or even mentioning future events that materialize. Now, these narratives suggest a very special openness in children perception to dimensions beyond the tangible, right? Allowing them to establish meaningful connections with their departed loved ones.
Exactly. So this example illustrates how children can have experience that seem to involve their deceased grandparents, providing an interesting perspective on the connection between the visible and the invisible worlds.
Yeah, this expanded integration offers a comprehensive view of paranormal connection from childhood, exploring energy sensitivities in children and animals as we um, as as we how to say it. mm, as well as a special presence of the children, right? The indigo, crystal, and rainbow children in this fascinating invisible realm museum.
Exactly. Well, that was it for today. I want to thank you for being here with us in Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful community.
Thank you so much, guys. And remember, if you experience something like this or with your children, let us know in the comments. It will be really cool to know what experiences you're having. And also, like Isen was saying in Spanish, like if you're having something, if you see that something's happening with your children, you're not crazy. Don't tell them that, come with them, talk to them, and see if they perceive as something good, or if it is something that perhaps they don't feel comfortable with. So talk to them and explore, right? To share with them and find that they're seeing something that we are not able to see.
Yeah. Maybe they could be angels.
Could be angels, could be
Exactly.
someone that passed away in your family and now they're their guides, right? So you never know. You never
Exactly.
know.
So have
Okay,
a
guys,
nice day and thank you for being here with us.
take care. Thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful rest of the week.
Thank you, Rafa.
Thank you, CM. Bye.